I do think it's important to think about how lonely teaching is now. I take so much pleasure out of being in the presence of young minds thinking seriously. And that's just not the same meeting in Zoom. It's not. There are other virtues, but the state of living and working and being in a world where one day is so much like the next day and the next day, and you don't have those chance encounters on the street with students or people who work at the university or friends, or it's I think people need to pay real attention to their own mental health and accept that it is lonely, and try and be creative about how you respond to those situations. My own way of responding to it is going to seem quixotic, but I actually ended up leaving all forms of social media, and I feel the loss tremendously of the friends I was in touch with, and reading about, if there were a lot of really funny people in this profession, and enjoying that. But I needed to spend the time that I was spending online doing all of that, doing something away from the screen. Anything, literally anything. Funnily enough, what's happened is I'm in conversation with a few people, but it's entirely through old school letters that you put stamps on. And I have to tell you, writing a letter is very, very, very different from posting on Facebook, texting, chatting with my kids all day, every day through the phone. Writing a letter is just a different place to put your brain. So what's on my mind? It's loneliness, and then finding different ways of making contact, because everything about social media was just sucking me back into the sources of the problems we face right now. It's not that, I'm somehow freed of responsibility by not being on it. It's not that. It's the effect of all of that stimulation, about which I could do nothing, was really not good for my mental health. So this is one way to be calmer, to make sure that when I interact with the students, I'm not as jacked up as the technology wants me to be.